We're now just 12 days away from the election, and one of Seattle's biggest races outside of the mayor's office is the battle for a citywide council seat, position 8. The incumbent, Alexis Rinck, landed on the ballot after nabbing nearly 80% of the vote in the primaries. Challenger, Republican Rachael Savage, claimed 13%. I spoke to each candidate about why they believe they should be in office.
Seattle means everything to incumbent city council member Alexis Rinck and challenger Rachael Savage. Each one calls it home after moving here at different times.
I went from waiting tables next to the Space Needle to working on policy at the UW Tower to now serving on Seattle City Council.
Rinck took office after winning a special election to fill the seat last year.
In my short time on council, only about 10 months, we've really been hard at work delivering on what the people sent us here to do.
Savage is a business owner.
I used to work downtown, and then I bought a shop up on Broadway, and I've had that shop since 1998. And I've seen the neighborhood change in a bad direction.
While the race is nonpartisan, the candidates are polar opposites politically. Savage is a Republican and Rinck a progressive Democrat. The main issues they're aiming to tackle include crime reduction, housing solutions, and boosting the local economy. For Savage, all three of those are connected and can't happen without a head-on approach to treating drug addiction.
I'm a recovered drug addict myself.
Now more than 3 decades sober, Savage says Seattle's housing first approach, free housing without a treatment program required, isn't working and never will.
The current city council and frankly, the mayor, they're in over their head when it comes to addiction. If you give an addict everything they want, they're just going to continue using drugs, committing crimes, and ultimately killing themselves. So it's bad for the addicts, but it's also bad for everybody else in the neighborhood.
Savage says Seattle needs its own city jail, law revisions to allow for public drug use arrests, and offering treatment or jail time to nonviolent offenders. According to the Downtown Emergency Service Center, or DESC, housing is defined as a human right, not a reward for clinical success. It notes that once the chaos of homelessness is eliminated, clinical and social stabilization can happen faster and be long-lasting. Rinck believes there's room to improve housing first.
We need to work on improving it. And I think it's important to center that housing first came about and was developed as a result of the failures of treatment first models.
The National Institute of Health's latest review of this model says first reports show excellent housing retention and reductions in addiction severity, despite limited data, but states there are shortcomings in long-term housing success and retention.
I want to see downtown Seattle become the Manhattan of the West Coast. I want us to be a world-class city where it's safe and prosperous.
I'm here because of the Boys and Girls Club. I'm here because of my local library. And so I stand here as a living testament to when we invest in working families and young people, regardless of their beginnings, we can change generations.
As you fill out your ballot this election, King 5 is keeping you informed. You can see our other candidate interviews right now on king5.com. Just text the word election to 206-448-4545 and we'll send you a link.